Hello everyone. On this speech we had several topics that we could choose from, and one of them was illegal drugs. Well, I personally don't know a lot about them, but from some of the classes that I've already took, we've been talking a lot about them, especially in my psychology classes and the effects of them. So one of the topics that I chose was cocaine. And I know this is kind of a touchy subject, but the whole purpose of my speech is to inform the audience of the drugs and the consequences that you face while taking the drug, or if you've ever decided to take the drug or know anyone that's ever took it. There's many effects of it, both short-term and long-term. Some of the short-term are as small as pupil dilation, nausea, intense depression, because once you have that first set of high and you just want more, you can't just stop at that one spot, and after you come down from that high you still realize that everything's still there. And some of the long-term ones can be very life-threatening. They can be threatening to your heart, to your respiratory system. You get sleep deprivation, which can cause a lot of mental illnesses, and can send you on to a psychotic break if you experience that much. But a lot of it comes from permanent damage to your blood vessels in your heart and in your brain. Like I said before, these can cause heart attacks, a stroke, seizures, and pretty much anything that could be life-threatening. Some statistics for this is, most of you guys probably are not entirely sure about the specific statistics of the use of cocaine and how many people use it. You've just been told your whole life to never use anything like this and try to stay away from it. So there's a lot of drugs in the world, but cocaine is considered the second most trafficked illegal drug in the world, not just in the US. So that makes a big difference. Making it one of the second most used drugs in the world just shows how many people are continuously on this drug or have tried this drug before. It is shown that people between 15 and 34, an estimated 7 million people, have used cocaine at least one time in their life. That's just once. 3.5 million people in the last year have used cocaine. That's still a lot of people. And 1.5 million in the past month of their lives. Now, to me, even though there's 7 million people in the world, or how many ever, that is still a very high number of people who are continuing to use cocaine and use it on their daily lives. And the sad thing is that people still know in their head the consequences of this drug. Just in the United States, in 2006, on the National Survey of Drug Use and Health Reports, 35.3 million Americans aged 12 and above reported using the drug. Now, at 12 years old, the last thing people should be thinking about is using a drug. But some kids out there decide, why not try it one time, and then end up getting hooked on it and be with it for the rest of their lives. There were, in 2005, 448,481 emergency department visits involving cocaine reported in 2005. And it's sad to say that that number has increased through the years. Cocaine has been proven to be one of the most deadly drugs in the world. And like I said before, pretty much everybody that I know has been told, stay away from this drug, you can have terrible consequences from it, and it just be terrible. It's very addictive, but studies have shown that even though it's very addictive, there have been plenty of people that have decided, I'm going to come off this drug and I'm going to go back to where I was. It's not impossible, so there is hope, but you still suffer from some of the long-term effects, even if you've had only done it for a short amount of time, and you definitely have more even if you've done it for a long amount of time.